It's time for some high school football here as the CNS North Stars take on the Midlake Eagles right here on the North Star Network, streaming live on YouTube. I'm Joey Cox, your play-by-play commentator, alongside color commentator and camera operator for tonight, Joe Canella. Joe, how does it feel to be in this new booth?
Joey, it is just incredible. First thing, we have such a great vantage point for cameras up here. And we got everything we need. We had great Ethernet access all over the place. Still waiting on a couple things, like we still need a countertop and a little more glass, but overall it just looks great. I'm so excited to do some good games here.
I am too, Joe. So before we dive into tonight's matchup, let's rewind to last season where the North Stars went 6-15. They had their share of struggles, also going 2-6 in conference play. But there's some history here when we go to this game. CNS has taken on Midlakes in 4 of their last 5 matchups. So they've come away with the victory in 4 of the 5 matchups. And that one matchup where they came away with the loss was last year, and that was the 3rd game of the season. North Stars started the season off 2-0, but after that Midlakes loss, they slid into a tough 9-game skid. So, Joe, I mean, after a tough season like the North Stars faced last year and facing the Midlakes team that really kind of caused the downhill slide, it's definitely going to be tough for the North Stars to come back from that one. But, I mean, we've seen the North Stars just playing in practice here, and they've already looked much better than we saw last year. One big thing I talked about in the girls' volleyball game last year, and let's see if they can the girls' volleyball game last night. Let's see if the boys can fix that this year, and that's their communication. There's a lot of times where both, multiple players committed for the ball or over-committed or really just, again, lack of communication. They weren't a cohesive team, and we'll see if the North Stars fix that this season. And I think that will really lead them to potential playoff contention here this season. And like I was saying, communication-wise, I just completely lost my train of thought. We'll come back to that if it ever comes up to me.
Yeah, no, Joe, it's like you were saying, communication is key in volleyball. You got to know where your teammates are going, who's going for the ball, who isn't going for it. And if you can't communicate, then you're just screwed. But even skill-wise, both these teams are looking great. We saw them in warm-ups. I was here earlier to watch the JV game. They swept the North Stars swept Midlakes 3-0. So hopefully we can keep this pattern going and have a good game. Yeah,
exactly. And, Joe, you just said a word that sparked my memory. Sometimes it's just one word that does it, and you said skill. And that's one thing that we noticed from the North Stars last year. Despite their lack of communication, their skill was definitely evident. They have a lot of talented and skilled players on this team. I mean, Luke Ricci, for example, I played baseball with him. I mean, he's a talented athlete, but last year, I don't remember the exact number, but it was in the double digits. He served in the double digits aces last year in just one game. I believe it was 10 or 11 in just one game ace-wise. So it'll be impressive to it'll be interesting to see what he can contribute to the team this year. But I just realized we got some cool uniforms from the North Stars, all black. I saw their other jerseys on, and I thought those were their jerseys. No, those are just for warm-ups. So North Stars rocking the all black today, and very similar color from Midlakes. They got the black with some of the light blue accents.
So it could get a little confusing here, Joey.
So the game's about to get underway here in just a few moments as the North Stars look to hopefully get a playoff spot this year. We'll be back in just a few moments. Stick around. First serve coming up. So as players are just about to line up, we'll be getting underway. They're having their opening handshakes. I feel like I've never seen that before. Joe, I mean, usually you end the game with your congratulations with your, good game.
Right.
Don't see that often. I mean, we only did a couple volleyball games last year, so.
Right. But it's good to see.
It is good to see. I mean, wishing each other luck to start this game off.
Right.
North Stars, again, looking to at least get in the 500 in the win column, Joe. After that tough 6-15 season last year. So, again, as I was talking about before we opened here, North Stars have a lot of skillful players. It was just really their lack of communication last year that was their downfall, and we'll see if the offseason has made any changes and if the North Stars can improve upon that.
Yep, we're just about to get underway here, Joey, so time will tell if the North Stars are a different team than they were last year.
And again, another thing, these two teams don't play each other too often. They did kind of just post-COVID, they did have a couple matches each year, but they played in 2024, now 2025, so about once a year. So not as often as they used to, but these guys, I mean, the North Stars haven't beaten Midlakes since 2023, so despite that 4-5 record over that last 5 games versus, I should say 4 wins, 1 loss, so 4-1 record over those 5 games versus Midlakes. They technically haven't won one since 2023. Their last loss coming to them, obviously last season, which, as I already previously mentioned, if you are joining us, I'll mention that again. North Stars started off the season 2-0 and had that 9-game skid after they lost to Midlakes last season. So, again, last season, these two teams met up. It really was a season ender for the North Stars, if you will, after a strong start. So, let's see if they can start the season off on the right tone, as Midlakes going to start with the serving advantage. Good student section here tonight again.
Absolutely.
Joe, you missed that one's out, and the North Stars, good way to start.
Absolutely.
They open it up 1-0 here in the first set. But Joe, you really missed an electric student section last night for the girls volleyball game. I mean, that was one for the record books. They were the most electric student section I've ever seen, and an ace from Jack Copeland. Right off the bat, North Stars starting out on the right foot. Jack Copeland scores the second point for the North Stars in this first set with an ace.
See if you can do it again.
Oh, that one's gonna send out just barely.
Right.
By a few inches. Looked like he was going for another ace there.
It's going to go back to Midlakes.
And that one hit into the net as the North Stars get the ball back. So again, a strong way to start off here for the North Stars. 3-1 your score early in this first set. A lot of game left to play. The North Stars starting off on the right foot. Ryan Leahy to serve for the North Stars. Oh, just a little bit too inside there for Kevin Nguyen. He had a little bit too much distance to cover on that one. Couldn't get underneath it enough.
Right.
Had to kind of just throw one hand out, hopefully get a good deflection. Fortunately there.
See if we can get a little something more here.
That one hit out. Early serving mistakes here from Midlakes.
Right.
I think that's the second point the North Stars have acquired from a Midlakes serving error here. So a couple substitutions here for the North Stars. Leahy and Nguyen exit the game.
Jonathan Zillis is going to serve for the North Stars.
Looks like some confusion here. Zillis waiting for the whistle. It looks like the ref having a discussion here with our scorekeeper. Not quite sure what the confusion's about.
Looks like we're back underway.
All right. So Zillis. Good serve. Good fake by Midlakes.
Can he make it?
But Zillis gets in there to keep it alive for the North Stars. Another great fake.
Oh.
That's what I was talking about now. I was talking to Joe during the practice, and I told him, I said, watch out for number 10, and there we go. A great fake by Midlakes, and 10 just kills it into the gap, into the soft spot, catching the North Stars off guard.
Just incredible play there.
Oh, man.
That one's going to go right out.
Yep. Kevin Greer had to head out of bounds to keep that play alive.
It's now tied up 4-4.
Yeah. Huge change of events after those first few points scored by the North Stars. Libero for the North Stars, Mason Buchek. So that's going to be a point for the North Stars. Look down at my roster for a second. Did you see what happened there, Joe?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
No, that's all right. There's a lot of, I know volleyball, but the tough thing is sometimes ref signals. You really need to know your stuff to know what they're signaling there. And unfortunately, here on the North Star Network, we can't specialize in a sport. We cover pretty much every major sport that the North Stars play. So tough for us to get every reffing signal down. So not quite sure what happened there. As a miscommunication by Midlakes.
Yep.
As the North Stars go up 2. But yeah, unfortunately, another thing about high school sports that kind of stinks is roster inconsistencies. And that happened with Midlakes here. I checked all my resources, Schedule Galaxy. Oh, man. Austin Fosberg couldn't get that over the top of the net. Looked like he kind of trapped it himself. But as I was saying, Joe, look Schedule Galaxy, look Syracuse.com. Pretty much checked all my resources. No active roster available for Midlakes. So if I don't refer any of the Midlake players by name and just by number, I apologize for that. That one, good fake by the North Stars, but
went right out.
Right, Jack Copeland just couldn't finish on the play. Yeah, if I just refer to Midlake players Midlake players as just numbers, I apologize for that. Just some unfortunate roster inconsistencies in high school sports. So we're all tied up. Not anymore. The North Stars take a point lead. But yeah, so number 10, can't refer to him by name, as I was getting to. In practice, his kills,
they were insane.
They were insane. I probably saw good 15 of them, and they were all really accurate, towards the back of the court. None of them really went out of bounds, and that showed on that first kill. That one looked like Kevin Gunnup just got a little over top the ball there, kind of pushed it down, tying this game back up. So he's going to head out of the game for a North Star substitution. Yeah, number 10, player to watch out for Midlakes. The Screaming Eagles. Another.
Nope, just barely out.
Yeah, but another point gained by the North Stars off of the serving error from Midlakes. So
right.
I think honestly, if they can get their serving game up, it's going to be a lot closer than we think.
Yeah.
It already is.
Both these teams are looking great. Already an improvement from last year. I'm seeing a lot more communication with the North Stars. They know each other. They know the game. So that's great.
Win. The serve for the North Stars. There's 10. Talking about not as hard of a kill as we saw earlier.
Beautiful
that one
spike.
Is a beautiful kill from Leahy. Throws it right at the feet of number 1 for Midlakes. Couldn't ask for a better kill there. Found the.
That was just a classic textbook spike right there. It looked great.
Found the gap. Left number 1 for Midlakes, no choice. He couldn't get underneath that one. Now that's a great.
Sending it right back to the North Stars.
Great response from the Midlake Screaming Eagles. As number 10, the player we've been talking about, hits his second point.
And this
finding the soft spot.
This student section is just doing everything they can to try and distract number 7 from Screaming Eagles.
Leahy keeps that play alive, although he falls to his feet. Gets back up, gets in front of the net. That one's going to be on the line, so they're going to give it to Midlakes. That was a close call by the refs.
Yeah.
That's the thing, Killian. Sorry. I was commentating with Killian last night. That's the thing, Joe. You got to give these refs credit. There's a lot of human error that plays into some of these calls, and, it's hard to tell the location of these balls with just the human eye. Absolutely. That one, I couldn't tell if that was just a successful block or if that one was hitting to the net. Either way, it's going to be a Midlake point, and they got their first lead of the game.
Currently 9-10.
Midlakes keeping things close. Now taking the lead. Good communication by the North Stars there. Oh, what a block by the North. Oh, yeah. See, again, that's another tough call right there, Joe. I mean, I was looking at that ball, and it went so fast I couldn't tell if that was out of bounds or on the line or even inbounds. So, again, a lot of credit to these umps or these refs. A lot of people, a lot of parents especially, complain about these calls. But, again, got to give them a lot of credit. That one is sent out, and North Stars are within one.
It's a tough job, Joey.
It is. Yeah, that one, had a lot of velocity on it. It was tough to tell with the naked eye whether that was in or not.
Right.
So, really good judgment call by the refs there. Midlakes still playing with the lead. And a great kill.
Rule for the North Stars.
By Kevin Greer.
It's tied back up 11-11.
So North Stars inch their way back. They've knotted things up in this first set. Joe, I think we might see this game come down to the fifth.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't be surprised.
The way it's looking right now, all these sets are probably going to go.
It's just been
way
a lot
past 25.
Right. It's been a lot of back and forth here.
Right.
Similar to the girls' game last night where they overcame FM 3-1. But a lot of back and forth here. See if it's. Oh, wow. Great job
Kept
by.
it alive, but it just couldn't finish the job.
Great job by the Eagles keeping it alive, but kind of an awkward angle there. Number 9 had no choice but to hit it with his legs, causing for an inaccurate pass there. Yep. Copeland still serving for the North Stars here. Tried to find the soft spot, but Buchek was in there.
Blocked. North Stars point. That was beautiful.
Can't ask for a better play there, Joe.
Right.
Now North Stars have grown their lead up 14-11 now. But already early on here, Joe, communication has been a lot better from the North Stars.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of plays. That one hit out. So Midlake's going to get the serving advantage back. But there's a lot of plays, Joe, that I've seen that, if the North Stars kept similar communication to last year, or I should say lack thereof, right. Some of those plays might have been blown up. But instead, they keep just scoring as Leahy gets his second kill of the night.
It's all about communication, Joey. But yeah, both these teams have it all down. They've got the skill, they got the communication. That's why we're having such a close game right now. Is both teams are so skilled.
And the funniest thing, Joe, you could have an NFL roster with some of the best players: Lamar Jackson, Jamar Chase, Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley, you name it. Right. As another point here for the North Stars. But you could have an NFL roster with all the best players in the league, and if they just don't communicate at all, they're going 0-17.
Right.
So, we'll see the outcome of this game, but so far it's been evident that the improvement in communication has been beneficial to the North Stars. It looked like a lack of communication.
Like it hit him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Looked like a lack of communication there from the Eagles.
Yeah.
As number 10 and number 13 looked like they kind of, after that play, they were like, wait a minute.
Hey, where'd the ball go, yeah?
It looked like they were a little confused there. I think number 10 was supposed to back them up.
Not a good sign.
Nope. Leahy's going to send that one over the net. Greer gets in there.
Spike coming.
Oh, man.
Blocked.
Great block by number 1 for the Midlakes.
Score is 16-14. Favorite North Stars in the first set.
Starting off early a good way. North Star fans trying to distract him as much as they can, and it's successful there.
You know, I know the terminology isn't quite correct for this sport, but the 12th man here tonight is just insane, Joey.
Yes. Or as we could say, 7th man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday was an extravagant crowd. Today, I mean, not as yesterday. I mean, man, the celebrations were off the charts as well. North Stars try to get in there with the block. Austin Fosberg and Kevin Gunnup getting in there, but unsuccessful. But yesterday, Joe, I mean, there were celebrations like the worm, and man, what a play by Greer. We'll see if we get any thrilling celebrations from the student section tonight. But
that'd be fun.
What a great play there by Greer. Just so much velocity on that, hard to get underneath it.
Absolutely.
As the Eagles had no chance of returning that one. See, here comes number 10. Ooh. That's blocked, but it's hit in bounds on the North Stars side of the court. So it's Midlake point, and they're just down by 2.
Yeah, Midlake is definitely starting to come back. It's almost like a sine wave, Joey. He shifts some momentum.
See if that pendulum can start to swing in the Eagles' direction, as it already sort of has.
Right.
Great spike by Copeland, but great block by the Eagles to send it to the North Stars side of the court. Got the serving advantage, and they're down by just 1.
See if the North Stars can swing the pendulum back.
That one's out.
Yes, they can.
They can indeed. Eagles with another serving mistake here early in the first set. Well, later in the first set. We had a couple early in the first set, and now this one here later in the first set. But
we're at like 6 or 7 at this point, aren't we?
Yeah. A lot of points for the North Stars coming off of those errors. That one, another great kill for number 10 on the Screaming Eagles. Man, that's probably his 3rd or 4th. 3 that I've counted. Could be more, but he's really keeping the Eagles in this one.
Absolutely.
That one hit into the net. Point by the North Stars. And here comes the timeout. So we'll see what changes Midlakes can make, as they've been really lagging behind for quite some time here. They've had a couple leads, Joe, but other than that, really they've been lagging behind for most of the game by 2 or 1 point. So let's see what change.
It does seem like they are starting to swing back, though, so we will see coming out this timeout.
We will. So we'll be back in about 30 seconds. Let's see what adjustments the Screaming Eagles can make. Welcome you back here on the North Star Network, streaming live on YouTube, as the North Stars 5 points away from taking this first set. Timeout taken by the Eagles. just a few moments ago. Let's see what adjustments and changes they can make. As again, you know, some plays, Joe, it seemed like they've been starting to regain that momentum, but then next play, the North Stars just swing that momentum back in their direction. So we'll see if they can keep that consistent. Oh, great job by 10, keeping that alive. That one hit to the back court there. What a great slam by Killian Empey. His brother, fun facts, Killian Empey's brother, Quinn Empey, impressive player for the North Stars boys lacrosse last season. He's heading to his senior year. We'll see what impacts he can make, but he just had an incredible season.
Absolutely.
Really making a huge turnaround. So we'll see. Huge play there by his brother. We'll see what impacts he can make on the North Stars boys volleyball team. Great fake by Leahy as Jack Copeland with the kill.
North Stars are now just 3 away from winning this set. Your score is 22-18. That was insane, Joey.
I mean, man, I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
North Stars are looking like a complete squad so far in this first set. Communication is there. The skill is there. What else could he ask for? Not quite sure what happened there. Yeah. Could have been an early movement. Now, I don't know the official term for that in volleyball, but, you know, let us know in the comments if you do know this exactly. But I believe from some of the research I've done, it's almost like a false start. You can't move prior to the serve.
Interesting.
So, again, correct me if I'm wrong. If you know, if you're watching and you know, put that in the comments. If you saw something perhaps that maybe. But what I saw there is it looked like he moved too early. And, again, I don't know all the signals. I should bring a cheat sheet, Joe.
Like you said, Joey, we got to do all the sports. So
right. Tough. You would wish that they would keep it consistent in all the sports.
Right.
That one just outside. Looked like it wanted to touch the line there. Had a little bit of left spin there.
Right, just about like a foot out from the line.
Yeah.
North Star is still 2 away from winning this set.
But it'd be nice if they kept the signals consistent amongst sports, Joe.
Right.
Now the North Stars are just 1 point away. Set point for the North Stars as they're looking to take this first victory.
Jack Copeland's looking to finish the job.
Yep. He had an ace earlier on in the set. See if he can do it again. 1 touch and 2. So no ace there. That one killed, but a great. Oh, man. Oh, wait, keeping it alive. Oh, I think there might have been a double touch there, yep. But great job by Buchek.
Absolutely.
The libero for the North Stars, keeping that one alive. Great job getting underneath that ball.
Come on.
So still set point for the North Stars as they lead by 4.
Just need a serving error here.
Yep. Not from number 10. The North Stars are still in this point. Not anymore, though, as they send that one out. You could tell Kevin Greer definitely wanted to put some mustard behind that one.
Absolutely.
But a few feet outside the line as the Eagles maintain serving advantage. North Star fans taunting them. North Stars up by 3, set point. That one into the corner. Kevin Greer expecting that one to go out, let it fly. But just a great serve and a great ace for number 10 on the Eagles as he gets them within 2, keeping them in this set. And there's a timeout by the North Stars. Great decisive timeout by Coach Mike Lucia for the North Stars. Up by 2 are the North Stars. 1 more point left to go to seal this set. We'll be back in just a few moments. North Stars lead by 2 here in the first set. Still set point.
Got to get this one if they want to end this set at 25. See what they can do.
Great dig.
Spike.
And that's going to be North Star point. The Eagles tried to block that one, but just too much velocity on that one from Ryan Leahy.
North Stars will take the first set.
As the North Stars take the first set. So great opening set for the North Stars. Great way to open up their season set here as they get the victory. So we'll be back in about 3 minutes for the second set. North Stars just 2 games away from sealing this first game. Welcome back here to the North Star Network, streaming live on YouTube. North Star's up by 1. Set here in this opening season matchup as they're looking to get closer to a 1-0 start here. We'll see if North Stars can shut the Eagles out. They've done it before.
Right.
Their last victory versus the Eagles, as a matter of fact, was a shutout, 3-0. But their last time they matched up against the Eagles, if you're just joining us and didn't hear me earlier, was a 3-1 loss. And that, again, led to their rough end of the season last year after starting 2-0. But, yeah, we'll see if they can repeat history and in a good way and have a 3-0 game here. If you are just tuning in as well, these two teams have been playing very equal to each other. The last set, final score I think was like 25-22. They were just going back and forth the whole time, so it has been very entertaining, and I can't wait to see what comes out of this. Yes, indeed. So Couple score updates MLB-wise here. Phillies facing off against the Marlins, 2-0 that score. Yankees and Toronto, they're in the top of the first. Yankees already down 3-0, so it's going to be a rough series for them. And the White Sox, in surprising fashion, top of the fourth, they're tied with the Tigers.
Really?
2-2, that score. And then the Brewers are down 1-2 to the Pirates. Another surprising score. That one not surprising after how the North Stars have been playing, as Jack Copeland gets another point for the North Stars and a kill.
The Pirates, really?
Yeah, the Pirates, the
Yikes.
64 and 77 Pirates, playing against the best team in MLB, the Milwaukee Brewers, and somehow they're losing. It's only the top of the bottom of the third, so a lot of time left. Another score update: New York Mets facing off against the Cincinnati Reds. Cincinnati Reds sit at exactly 500, 70 and 70, and Mets up 4-1. And then bottom of the second for the Dodgers-Baltimore game. They're all tied up. A couple more games going on, not as important. A couple delayed games as well.
Looks like Midlakes is going to take the lead here 2-1 early in the second set.
I think this is our perhaps third time we've seen Midlakes with a lead.
Right.
Yeah, so North Stars have been pretty dominant when it comes to the lead side of things. I mean, they haven't really had a very large lead. Is that one's going to be not sure what the ref's signaling there. I think we're going to get we're going to get a redo.
That's another thing in volleyball. You got to win by 2. So if you're just leading slightly, you got to keep going, which is
right. So we're going to get a redo. Not quite sure what happened there. Maybe a reffing mistake there.
Here he
Regardless,
is, number 10.
North Stars lead. Number 10. Great job by Copeland getting underneath that one. Empey's going to get in there, but he sends it out.
Just out.
And this is I think one of the largest leads we've seen from Midlakes as well.
Right.
We saw them lead a couple times by 1. I think this is the first time we see them lead by 2. That one's going to be out. This time as the North Stars get the ball back, serving-wise. And they just trail by 1.
So the North Stars can pick up some of that momentum that they left in the end of the first set.
Copeland to serve it. Oh, that one just sent into the net. Midlakes getting it back. Up by 2 again. Yeah, the North Stars, even though they really, in the first set, Joe, they really didn't have a huge lead. I think the largest we saw was about 4, but honestly, at least they kept their lead, even though it was minimal, 1-2. But now the North Stars struggling to get back in here. See if they can swing the momentum back in their direction. Oh. I thought that was a double hit.
Bounces back off the rafter.
Yep, and that's going to be a North Star point. I thought I saw a double hit there by number 11 for the Midlakes. But again, my eyes could just be deceiving me.
Right. Yeah.
Nonetheless, the North Star is going to get it back. Ryan Leahy to serve. 4-3 your score.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Into the net.
North Stars try to get in there to block. Just kind of trapped it themselves. Didn't really time that block right. As Midlake regains their 2-point lead. That one trickles over the net. Copeland getting underneath that one.
It's like it was Kevin Gunnett that sent it into the net.
So Midlake's now with a 3-point lead. Most we've seen from them so far.
Dive, just keep it alive.
Great couple moves from the North Stars. That one's going to be sent out, but the North Stars clipped it.
Oof.
I don't know if that, did you see, was it closer to the net that it was clipped, or was it, it might have been Kevin Quinn who clipped it as he tried to dive for it. Either way, North Stars touch it before it goes out of bounds, and Midlakes have their largest lead of the game so far as they're up by 4. 7-3 your score. We'll be back in just a few moments as Mike Lucia looks to change things. Welcome you back here to the North Star Network, streaming live on YouTube as clock runs down. That ends the North Stars timeout. Midlakes to serve with a 4-point lead. Copeland gets underneath it. He'll win. Gets it over.
Kevin Greer.
Kevin Greer, man, he's had a couple.
He's been on fire tonight, Joe.
Oh, yeah, he's had some big velocity plays, Joe. Shows right there as he swings the momentum back in the North Stars' direction.
Definitely a cornerstone of the North Stars offense so far.
Right, great job finding the gap there from Kevin Greer. And then just great job by his teammates setting him up for that excellent play. So here comes Zillis to serve, and he's got an ace. I'm assuming most of our people at home are either volleyball parents or relatives of these players, so they, you probably know most of the rules. But for any folks at home that don't know the rules when it comes to aces, if it is touched only once and then it either goes out of bounds or touches down on the opponent's side, then it's considered an ace. If it's touched twice and then points scored, then it's not an ace. So it can be touched once. It doesn't have to just hit the ground for it to be an ace. It doesn't have to be just an immediate point. It can be hit. So Greer going to serve for the North Stars as we have a scoring error on our board there. That one's hit into the net.
There we go.
By Fosberg. All right, they got the North Stars back up. So Midlakes leads by 3.
Score 6-9.
Well, casual serve there for number 1 of the Screaming Eagles. Great effort there by 7.
See there, Kevin Gomes just kind of tapped it right over. Tried to throw him off a bit, but
North Stars have been trying to kill it, but sometimes just
this guy gave it a
little
nudge.
Deception, yeah.
Right.
Little nudge is all you need.
Or do some fakes like like Midlakes was doing earlier.
Yeah, we had a couple fakes from the North Stars that were successful.
Oh.
Great job by the Eagles to keep it alive.
Beautiful
but another kill
spike
for Leahy. Leahy just on fire tonight. As I've lost track, Joe.
Yeah, me too. Volleyball is tough to keep score.
Yeah. Leahy, definitely. Him and Greer have just been the cornerstone for this North Stars offense.
Right.
Unfortunately, Kevin Gunnup's serve is hit out of bounds, but regardless, North Stars are still within 2 here, keeping things close. So looks a little reminiscent of last game, but flipped.
Right.
Or last set, I should say. Midlakes was in a similar position to the North Stars, so definitely some adjustments made by the Midlakes coaching staff that definitely has made an improvement, but North Stars equally making adjustments on their own without the coaching staff.
You could see that. I didn't catch his number, but it was like we were saying earlier, just a little bit of deception. He looked like he was going for a full-on spike. He just kind of tapped it a little bit right at the end.
Yep.
It's a mental game.
It really is. I'd like to get inside the head of the person who came up with, in sports in general, like, you know what, let's fake it. In football, like, you know what, let me pretend to hand the ball off and let me throw it. I can imagine the opposing team must have been super confused especially the first time. Like, oh, they're gonna spike it. No, they just tapped it over. Huh? You know what I mean?
Oh, couldn't make it over.
Great effort by 2.
It's tied back up, 10-10.
But we're all tied. North Stars making a comeback. They're up in the game overall by a set, 1-0, but definitely in this set they've been making a comeback after being down for most of it. Zillis serve for the North Stars.
And for those of you
just joining, a point for Midlakes.
And for those of you just joining us, I know it can be a little confusing. The North Stars are currently on the left side of your screen, and Midlakes is on the right. I know it's tough when they're both wearing black and blue uniforms.
And both the liberos are wearing that UNC blue.
Right.
So unless you've got really good eyesight and you can see the Midlakes versus the North Stars, I don't know how you catch that. So thanks, Joe, for pointing that out. So obviously they'll switch each set. What a great block by Jack Copeland. So it looks like the Eagles were not prepared for that one. Copeland, he got up there a little late, and I think that's kind of what led to the unpreparedness from Midlakes.
Absolutely.
I didn't really see that block coming. A lot of times you can see the front line there. Yep, see, they're prepared for that. They're ready for that block, but, Jack Copeland's been playing in the back. So, him coming up for a block is definitely unusual, not unheard of, but definitely not expected. And that's what tricked the Eagles up on that last play. But nonetheless, they do have their own response after scoring that one. Up by 1 are the Eagles. Make that up by none as we're all tied at 12. Couple substitutions here for the North Stars. Buchek leaving the game in favor for Kevin Gunnup, who's going to be on the front line.
Midlakes serving has not been great tonight, Joey.
Yeah, that's really been some of their struggles, especially in that first set. There was probably about 5 or 6 points that we saw in that first set, Joe, that came just by those mistakes on the serves from the Screaming Eagles. So
absolutely.
I have noticed a little bit of an improvement. They had at least one that I can recall here in the second set, maybe 2. But
obviously you're gonna have some mistakes, but
yeah, North Stars have had a couple mistakes.
Maybe we just jinxed ourselves. I don't know, do we?
Yeah. The North Stars gain the lead, but quickly lose it. After that, served by Ryan Leahy's hit out of bounds. Here come the Eagles. Copeland gets underneath it. In. Greer going to send it over. Midlakes keeping the rally going. In. Copeland to the corner as he finds the gap, and the North Stars take a point lead. Copeland with the velocity on that one.
Yeah, that was perfect. Just went right to the back right corner.
Can't ask for a better play than that.
Right, that's right where you want to go.
Right in the soft spot. Sometimes these teams, they start to stack up front, and that's where you can catch them off guard.
Right.
Especially if you can just skim it right over their heads, get enough height on that spike. That kind of eliminates the chance of it getting blocked. And then just kind of leaves them defenseless in the back. Greer gets underneath that one. He's going to get into it as he's got to kill himself. Libero for the Eagles. That was a very thin kill, Joe. So really tough for number 1 there to get underneath it.
Got tipped right up there at the end.
Oh yeah. So unfortunate serve after that point scored by Kevin Greer. He does go to serve it and hits that one in the net, so we're all tied up again. But North Stars now have had a couple of their first leads since we were in the single digits. Kevin Greer, that one just rolled off his tips.
Yep.
Rolled off the tips of his fingers there.
We thought the first set was a close game. This has been
just back and forth.
Right.
That one trickled over. That's a let.
Keep it alive.
but the North Stars keep it alive. What a great dig by Zillis. That one smacked down. Copeland tries to keep it alive. Greer keeps it. Fosberg gets it over the net. What a play by Greer to keep that one alive. And a block by the North Stars, but it's going to be a point by Midlakes.
Even though they didn't win that one, Joey.
Yeah.
Phenomenal communication.
I got a little excited there. I thought there was a little bit of a tip there by the Eagles.
Right.
So I thought that was a North Star point. That's why I got a little excited there. But after further review, you could see it was just a little bit left of them.
But phenomenal play by both teams on that one.
Yes. So North Star is going to take a timeout here. Their first of the second set. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Let's see what adjustments Coach Lucia can make. Welcome you back here to the North Star Network, streaming live on YouTube. North Stars down by 2. Coach Lucia taking a timeout. As North Stars make a few defensive mistakes there in that last point. But Copeland and the North Stars surmount a response. So far, pep talk, the North Stars took on the sideline by Coach Mike Lucia, working in their favor. Let's see if they can tie things up. Kevin Gunnup had a couple troubles on the serve earlier in this first set. Successful serve there. Gunnup gets in it, yep. Zillis sets that one up. There comes number 10. Oh. That one's going to be hit out of bounds, but it doesn't matter because the North Star is going to touch it. So Midlakes with a response to the North Stars' opening point after that timeout taken. And the Eagles have regained their 2-score lead. Here comes the serve. That one a little thin, a little low, but Copeland gets underneath it.
Leahy just taps it right over.
Oh, man. Number 9 there. I think he was looking for somebody to back him up. Nobody there, as there's an empty gap right in center court. Leahy scores the point for the North Stars.
Got to have all your zones covered in volleyball.
Oh, yeah. You know, sometimes it can be tough because, you know, there's a lot of movement.
Right.
You do need to shift a lot. You know, you can't just stay in one spot. So that can be tough, but that's where the communication comes into play.
Right.
As what a spike.
Hits his foot, I believe.
By Greer, but the Eagles going to keep it alive. There goes Leahy! As he finds the gap on the left side. Leahy, just a dominant force for the North Stars as he ties things up. Man. Ryan Leahy.
A swing and a miss by number 7 of the Midlakes.
Slipping through his fingers all the time. Little Mamma Mia reference there for any of our musical fans out there. I mean, Joe knows what I'm talking about.
I do.
As he's a member of 4D. And what did you do for Mamma Mia, Joe?
I was doing backstage lighting, so I was helping with set changes.
Nice.
Being an electric technician, it was good.
The highest attended CNS musical ever.
Yeah, I don't think.
How many did we have the one night? Was it 1,200 or something like that?
We filled up bottom level, so that was at least
full.
1,000.
Yeah, and I feel like it was more than that. Oh, man, Copeland couldn't get underneath that one. Great ace by number 10 for the Eagles as they go up by 2 again. But yeah, Mamma Mia, that was just that was a great musical.
That was awesome. That was a great time for everyone involved.
Great lighting from 4D, great set from backstage.
Yeah.
I mean, sound does a great job as always.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, miscommunication there. Kevin Hewin sets that one up. Copeland doesn't get there in time. That one hit under the net, and the North Stars are now down by 3. Yep. We're going to get a substitution here. Empey going to sub out.
On comes
Thomas Gordon. I think that's his first time in the game. We've seen him.
I think so, too.
Yeah, Leahy just giving him a little pep talk. North Stars down by 3. 4 points. Oh, that one's out. So they're down by just 2 now. But just 4 points away are the Eagles from tying this one up at 1 set apiece. So you got to think, my prediction here, if Midlakes scores another point, I think we're going to see Coach Lucia taking a timeout here shortly.
Yeah.
Because you really don't want it to come down to those last 2 points. So I think he'll let it get to 3, but after that he will take a timeout. Good setup. Great block by the North Stars as they're within 1 now.
There it is.
All right. Now North Stars closing the gap. So they're looking to go up 2-0. Again, not the end of the world if they concede this one to Midlakes. Now, last night's game for the girls, they conceded the second set to FM, but they went to win the last 2 back-to-back. North Stars now tied. Oh. Okay, the ref signaled North Star point.
All right.
And then he signaled Midlake point.
Huh.
And then it looked like he just pointed to the North Stars again.
That's interesting.
Interesting. Didn't see anything. I didn't see anything from the North Stars that would constitute a point. I mean, it could be down to those nitty-gritty penalties that you just have to be a volleyball expert to know.
Yeah.
Because again, I didn't see any contact with the net. Didn't seem like any early movement from the North Stars. So I really don't know what constituted that. Ball wasn't hitting the net. No double hit. Really don't know what happened there. But the North Stars now within 1 after they score that last point. What a great hit by number 10, but Copeland keeps it alive. Greer going to smack that one down. It's deflected out of bounds by the Midlake Screaming Eagles. I almost just said Flying Eagles. As the North Stars have tied this thing up 22-22.
This is just coming right down.
If we get to 23-23, it's going to be a close one. We might have to extend this one.
Right.
We might see the win by 2 effect come into play.
This could easily go to 30 points.
Oh, yeah. Empey gets underneath that one. Greer, he thought that was going to go over. A misread by Greer. As now North Stars trail by 1. Just 2 points away are the Screaming Eagles from taking this set and tying things up. I'm excited to use our new soundboard that we just got in the booth because we got cough buttons now. I mean, it's not the official cough buttons, but we have mute buttons now. We don't have mute buttons here. As now Midlakes is at set point. Interesting decision by Coach Lucia, not taking a timeout. This is set point, and he's got a timeout left for this set. Maybe he's waiting. Hopefully, he's hoping these North Stars can force that win by 2 effect to happen.
There it is.
As Greer sends that one downtown to get the North Stars within 1. We might see a timeout if we get tied up because then we'll have to go to 26.
Right.
So
we need tied up here.
Yep. Must-win point here for the North Stars if they want to stay in this set.
See what they can do.
Zillis
keeps it alive.
Oh, man, that one got an unlucky bounce as the North Stars concede the second set to the Screaming Eagles.
Hit square. You could see it went straight up, hit the I-beam, came straight back down.
Smacked that I-beam, and really no chance for the North Stars to keep that play alive as, I mean, that had a lot of velocity coming down. Tough for the North Stars to get underneath that one. So we're all tied at 1, knotted up as the Screaming Eagles come back from a 1-0 deficit. North Stars looking to close this thing out, just 2 more wins away, and they'll be off to a 1-0 start to the season. We'll be back in a few minutes here on the North Star Network. Don't go anywhere. Welcome you back here to the North Star Network, streaming live on YouTube. Welcome you to CNS High School. And as we talked about yesterday, a lot of you, I don't know if folks at home are watching both girls and boys or just boys, but if you didn't tune in yesterday, big news, you may notice in the right corner we got our new logo. And also we are broadcasting from our new booth. And as we did talk about earlier in the game as Leahy opens things up with a kill. He's just been on fire. Yeah. He's definitely the MVP of this one.
Absolutely.
The North Stars open things up strong. 1-0 your score here in the third set. We'll also, as we've been keeping you updated on some MLB scores, we will keep you updated on NFL scores as well if you're not able to tune into that one. As unsuccessful block by Leahy and Gordon as the Midlakes have their own response. So an update on the Yankees game. 4-1 your score. Stanton with a home run.
Oh, really? Nice.
Chisholm just struck out. 2 outs there in the bottom of the second. Phillies up 2-1 in the top of the fourth. And White Sox just down by 1. 4-3 in the top of the fifth against the Tigers. That one's on the line. Gordon. Oh, wait, no.
Go for the North Stars.
They're going to give it to the North Stars. From this angle, Joe, it looked like it was on the line.
Right.
But no, they're going to give it to the North Stars, saying it's out.
Fine by me.
So 2-1 now. So North Stars get that call in their favor. Also, Brewers, bottom of the fifth, they're still down 2-1. So Leahy to serve with the point lead. Juan. Copeland gets that one over. North Stars keep this rally going. Greer, just a soft touch, but Midlakes still in it. That one to win. I believe looked like that was an over-the-net violation by Huen. Looked like as he was touching the ball there, looked like his hand reached over the net. So that's going to be Midlakes point. 2-2, we're all knotted up. Third set all tied. Game all tied. 1 set apiece. 2 points apiece in this one.
It's been incredibly close all game, Joey.
Huen gets in there. Greer sends it over. Good fake. Oh, great job by Huen getting underneath that one for the dig. Gordon sends it over. Great block by the North Stars, but they weren't prepared for that one. Greer and Gunup got in that one.
Bouchard just couldn't get there in time.
Yeah. Gordon, Gunup, and Huen all in that, Greer all in that that block up front. So it left.
It's like a wall.
Yeah, from a defensive standpoint, that was a tough one for the North Stars because honestly, what happened is, you had 2 players from the left side. If you're in the North Stars' perspective, their left side. Right. You had those 2 players from the left side. They bunched up with Greer, who's on the right, to form that wall. If it was successful, if it was a successful block, then no problems there. But Midlakes manages to return it, and they catch the North Stars' front line stacked on that right side. Because you got those 3 guys all stacked up on that block attempt. So see, that's a good defensive decision by the North Stars, having 2 players stacked up. But then you leave Greer on the left side to defend if you do block it and it's unsuccessful. That one hit out as awkward dig from Buchik. So the North Stars now down by 1. That one's going to be sent out.
Right out.
North Stars tie it up.
It's definitely a sharp contrast to both these teams' JV squads.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching it. It's kind of a...
That one, an ace by Greer. Number 8 for the Screaming Eagles. Just unfortunate read. Thought that one was going to be sent out, but Greer, just great placement as he gets an ace. Fortunate turn of events there as he sends that one out the back, but we're all tied up. But yeah, it was, as you were saying, Joe, I mean, 3-0 that game, blowout.
Right.
I mean, when you look back last year, now we don't have stats, we don't have rosters, we don't have records for JV. They just don't keep track of that stuff like they do varsity. But from the games I saw, wow, what a hit, what a kill by Copeland. Oh, man. Copeland also another huge piece for the North Stars offense.
Right.
Really, Leahy, Copeland, and Greer just been driving him. But, yeah, I mean, from what I saw last year, obviously we know the varsity record, and they struggled last year. But junior varsity, from the games we saw when we came here for the varsity games, great job by Leahy keeping that one alive as Fosberg taps it into the zone. Or I should say the empty zone. As North Stars now up by 2, their largest lead of this set. But, yeah, from what I saw last year and from what we've been seeing this year, JV has just been a strong squad. Yeah. And that's going to be great for when some of these seniors play. I mean, Ryan Leahy's a senior, Austin Fosberg's a senior, Jack Copeland's a senior, Kevin Greer's a senior. So you got a lot of players leaving the North Stars this year. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Tough one for Zillis to get underneath. Had to dive for it. But a lot of players for the North Stars leaving at the end of this season. So the fact that the JV team is a strong squad from, again, what we've seen, it's definitely there's definitely going to be a lot of prospects coming up from that team.
Absolutely. That
will help these North Stars out once they lose some of their big stars. So an opening ace for Midlakes, libero, number 1. As we're all tied up again. Greer. Leahy
with the kill.
Oh, my God. Ryan Leahy in the setup from Greer. He's just been smoking this Screaming Eagle defense.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been him, Jack Copeland, Kevin Greer to send these bombs all the way down court.
You know, fun fact, I don't think there's any relation, but my grandmother's maiden name was Greer.
Really?
So there you go. Don't know if there's any relation. But another thing, like I was telling you, I played a lot of sports with some of these kids when I was younger.
Right.
Obviously, I haven't played sports in a while. What a block from Leahy. Killing it on offense, now getting in on the action on defense.
North Stars now up by 2, 9-7.
See if they can keep it up and maintain a lead. They managed to do so in the first set. Second set was a little bit of a struggle. That one looked like Jack Copeland or Ryan Leahy got their hands in front of that one, but not enough. So it looked like it was deflected right there at the net. That one lands inbounds. Midlakes climbs back. Down 1. Leahy. Oh, man.
Keep it alive.
You check. Leahy soft with it.
Got it.
Sometimes that's all you need. If he had killed that, libero for Midlakes could have probably got underneath that one.
Right.
But instead, he just puts the soft touch, finds the empty court there, finds the soft spot. And that time, an ace from Copeland. We apologize for the technical difficulties as our production program just decided to quit on us, I guess. We're plugged in through Ethernet. The Ethernet up here is pretty good. Just, I guess, technology just not working in our favor there. Anyways, a little update there. Great you know, we were actually kind of caught up in the technical difficulties. I know Ryan Leahy scored that last point for the North Stars. I don't remember if it was if he just hit into the zone or if it was intended block. But either way, Ryan Leahy with another point scored for the North Stars. That one.
Blocked.
Oh, my God. What an excellent block. And a lot of times you'll see players, when they do block, you know, they're not hitting for power.
Right.
A lot of times, you know, it ends, you know, mid-court there. But in this case, it had enough power to get all the way to the back and find an empty backcourt. Yeah, find an empty backcourt for the North Stars. So North Stars did have a 4-point lead, their largest of the third set. Now just down to 3 after that one was scored. But Ryan Leahy did score that leading 4-point leading point. There's a little bit of a collision there between Hewin and Empey. Doesn't matter, though, as they still set things up for Greer. Ryan Leahy to serve. We're going to get underneath that one into the soft spot, but it's the North Stars point, as that is a over the net violation. So North Stars now with a 5-point lead, as here comes Leahy to serve once more. Ryan Leahy sends that one across. Midlakes keeping that one in play. Great movement by the North Stars as that one's deflected out of bounds by the Screaming Eagles, and the North Stars now up 6. One of the largest leads of the evening. Kevin
Greer's just been coming in here and slamming the ball down. It's been incredible.
One thing I've noticed defensively for the North Stars is communication. They've done a great job shifting and just really good movement, people-wise, ball movement-wise as well. But communication's definitely been improved this season.
Absolutely.
And you know, a lot of the points that the North Stars have been conceding off or defensively-wise really haven't been miscommunication. They've just been, you know, like that one right there. That just had a lot of velocity. Tough for Hewin to get in there, and you know, and keep that play going.
There's just some plays where there's nothing you can do.
Just some unfortunate mistakes that are going to happen. As Greer sends that one into the net. There's one of the ones we're talking about. Good ball movement, great setup for Greer. He just jumped up and got to the ball a little late, sending that one into the net and giving the Screaming Eagles their first point a little bit. North Stars up by 4. Hewin sets that one up. Greer this time.
Oh,
they're still keeping it alive, though. Great dig by 7. That one's going to be sent far out into outer space.
This might be the largest lead of the game so far, Joey. It's 16 to 11 right now.
I think we did have a 6-point lead just a few moments ago, but yeah, one of the bigger leads that we've seen for the North Stars.
Right.
And they've been maintaining it. You know, if Midlakes scores, then they go right back and respond. And that's really all you can ask for. It's really when you start to concede 2-3 back-to-back that you start to slide, and that's when things can get tricky.
Right.
Oh, what a block!
Beautiful.
But unfortunately, it's hit out of bounds.
I believe that's Austin Fosberg with the block.
Looked like it was Fosberg and Gunnup who both got in there for the block. Great block, just unfortunate deflection there.
Right.
So that one sent out of bounds. North Stars get another point back. So just kind of a back and forth point scoring here. Seems like when North Stars score a point, Midlakes score a point. It's just really been back and forth. But North Stars have been maintaining that 4-5 score lead.
Right.
See if they can continue. Update on the Chiefs Chargers game. Is that point going to go for the Midlakes? So now North Stars only up by 3. Now they're in that territory where they've allowed 2 points. Smart timeout by Mike Lucia you know, the North Stars have been able to, again, respond to the points being scored by Screaming Eagles, but there they can't. So smart timeout by Lucia to take his first. We'll take a break here. Let's see what adjustments the North Stars make. So North Stars down by 3. Great decisive timeout by Coach Mike Lucia as the North Stars still with the lead. They're just 8 points away from going up 2-1. As that one misread by the North Stars. I thought that one was going to go out. Scoring update for all the folks at home who are watching this and haven't had a chance to look at the Chargers-Chiefs game. Chargers up 7-0. Justin Herbert with a short pass to Quentin Johnson. There was a penalty on that play, but didn't matter, roughing the passer on the Chiefs. There we go. Copeland gets in there on the action. Great try from Midlakes, but the block doesn't make a difference. Be interesting to see, though, you know, those few refs that the NFL has regulated or delegated, or I don't know the word I'm looking for. They've put them down to college. It'll be interesting to see the accountability. Yeah, so before the season started, for accountability reasons. I don't know if that's the Chief allegations. Who knows?
Be good to see, but
that's going to be a North Star point.
I can see a couple problems with that. Mainly with the you know how you have to have both feet in bounds in the NFL for to count. In college, it only has to be one. Yeah.
But, yeah, they're trying to crack down on accountability by putting those 3 in college. And we'll see if that changes anything as number 10, who's been dominant for the Eagles, makes one of his very few mistakes. Hits that one in the net, and the North Stars are 5 points away. They have a 5-point lead and 5 points away from taking this set. But, you know, finally a penalty called on the Chiefs.
Right.
So let's see if this accountability thing works. The Chiefs lose their first game to the Chargers, then we know it was the refs all along. That one high fly ball, deep to right field. It's going, gone. That one gone out of bounds, and the North Stars score
4 points
once
away.
again. One of their largest leads of the game, up by 6. 4 points from taking this third set and being just 1 set away from victory. Gun up. Gonna serve this one. One gonna get underneath that one. That one, a hard hitter from 10 to 10. As Kevin Greer, 2 Kevins on the team. Actually 3. There's Kevin Huin, Kevin Gunup, and Kevin Greer. So Kevin Greer this time, 10 to 10. As he couldn't get underneath it.
You know, Joy, I just wish we had these Midlakes losses so we could give some credit to number 10.
Oh, yeah.
He's just been incredible this game.
Copeland sends that one over. Great job by Midlakes, number 10. Leahy tries to find the gap, but number 2 dives in for it. Great job by Greer with the dig. This is one of the longest rallies we've seen so far.
Right.
10 to 10, Greer. Fosberg tries to find the soft spot. Does not. Great block by the North Stars. Leahy and Copeland with the block for the North Stars.
It's that front right wall. It's the front right wall. It's a tongue twister.
You know, we've seen Kevin Greer at that middle blocker spot for a little bit. It's interesting because with the way he can kill the ball, I mean, it's definitely makes sense why Leahy's on the front line there, floating between middle blocker and right side hitter. But it's interesting how we really haven't seen a lot of Kevin Greer on that right side hitter, or even opposite. Oh my God, that one falls. As not quite sure what Copeland saw there.
Yeah.
North Stars still 3 points away here. Still got a 5-point lead. But yeah, we've seen Greer on the back line a lot. Again, it's a little bit of a surprise the way he can kill the ball. But also, you know, Leahy can also kill it.
Right.
As
Speaking of Leahy.
Didn't kill it there. Soft touch.
He's had some luck with those soft taps tonight. Just got to slowly push it over the net and catch them off guard. 2 points away from getting the set from North Stars.
So Leahy not killing it there. There he's on the outside hitter spot.
Oh.
That one's going to be a North Star point. Might have been a
movement.
A little bit of an early movement there. Again, don't know the official term. If anybody who's watching this does know the official term for that, we believe that was just an early movement. Excuse me. As the North Stars here set point. Copeland, he's had a couple aces in the first set.
See if we can get one more.
Right. But, yeah, makes sense that we're seeing Leahy at that right side hitter, that's for sure.
Looks like we've got some refs talking to the scorekeeper.
Little confusion here, trying to straighten things out. Coach Lucia making his way over to the scoring table, seeing what the matter is.
Not too sure what the problem is here, Joey.
I don't know. All right, so it looks like they're going to huddle up here. Might as well.
Yeah.
Use the time.
Plan out. You need one more point.
Right. One more point to get the North Stars just one set away.
All right, here we go. We're back in action.
All right, so not quite sure what the confusion was about.
See if Jack Copeland can close this set out for the North Stars.
Copeland serves it up. Not going to be an ace. That one's
that's out.
Hit out. And the North Stars. Oh, it looks like there was a scoring confusion. That's what they were talking about. Didn't see that go down. As now that I realize our camera operator was just pointing that out to me. So now I got it. So now this is set point. Here comes Copeland again. That one going to be hit. Oh, man.
Nice block.
Nice block, but still kept in play. Great fake there. Greer tries to find the soft spot.
Cute.
To win. Oh, man. They find the gap as Midlake is going to score.
Greer tried to ease it right over, but got blocked up by the Midlake. (24-18) favor of the North Stars.
Great job by Greer with that pancake. As Leahy! All right, I saw one. Was that Leahy? Was that right?
That was Leahy, I believe.
All right, that's what I thought.
He has been incredible tonight.
He has been incredible as he wins the third set for the North Stars. Wow, Leahy has just been on fire. Man, he's going to be a dominant and going to be a key playmaker here for the North Stars throughout this season. So we'll take a break here on the North Star Network. North Stars up 2-1 as a victory here in the fourth would give them their first win of the season. We'll be back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Welcome you back here to the North Star Network, streaming live on YouTube. We've switched sides once more, as Joe Canella was saying it earlier, and I'll mention it here. North Stars are on the left side. The Screaming Eagles are on the right, and as we already talked about, they're both in all black, except for obviously the accent colors. And then both of their liberos are in that UNC blue, so it's tough to tell which is which unless you got really good eyesight. So again, to clarify, North Stars are on the left. So Austin Fosberg going to open up this fourth set. North Stars just one set away from taking this first opening season game victory. Oh, man, Copeland wasn't expecting that one, as Midlake going to score the first point. As always, a huge thank you to our crew here today, our producer Alex Schneible, one of our newest members. We kind of asked him to come last minute to shadow, and also because one of our other members, Killian, was unable to make it tonight, he also stepped in as camera. Nathan Gillespie, is that how you say it? Okay. Just want to make sure. Our newest member, he just joined today. So didn't hear about us until Mr. Ferranto. Thank you to Mr. Ferranto for giving us a recommendation there. So one of our newest members, he'll be, if we do go fifth set, he's going to try out some commentating. So don't be too harsh on him, although he does have some experience, so he should do good. So no pressure, Nate, if it does happen, if it does come to that. So anyway, so huge shout out to our crew, Nate, of course, Alex Schneible, our producer, my color commentator, Joe Canella. And I really shouldn't shout out myself, but I'm your play-by-play
Joey Cox.
Play-by-play announcer, Joey Cox. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us in this season opener for the North Stars boys lacrosse. North Stars down by just one. Great opening serve, as that's an ace for Jack Copeland. I shouldn't say opening serve, but just great serve overall. That one was nice and thin, just got over the net.
Absolutely.
I think I might have clipped it. And tough to get underneath that one, awkward angle for the Screaming Eagles.
Copeland serve.
And as always, also a huge shout out to our athletic staff here. Our athletic director, Tim Benarski, who just been a great advisor, along with Mr. Vanette, our other advisor, who's the sports media teacher, as North Stars score another 3-2. But again, always a huge shout out to our athletic staff. Of course, our athletic director, Tim Benarski, our facility manager, Joe Howell, and of course, our other advisor, Mr. Mark Vanette. Oh, what a smack by Greer as he's tied things up.
I didn't see the signal. Was that one for the North Stars?
Yes, that was.
Beautiful.
Deflection there by, I believe, a number 11 or potentially number 3 on that block attempt, as that one was hit out.
Ryan Leahy to serve. He's been on fire tonight.
Good fake. But that one is going to be North Star point.
That was another tough one to call there, Joey.
Yep. The North Stars their first lead here at the fourth set. Again, the North Stars take this one. They will get their first win of the season in this home opener, and they'll win it 3-1. What a block by the North Stars. Kevin Greer getting in that one on defense.
That was phenomenal.
What a play.
Absolutely.
And that's an excellent play in the sense that not only did he made that ball come down, like that came straight down, right to number 2's feet over there on the outside, right outside hitter, number 2 there for Midlakes. Oh, man. Great effort by Copeland, but it's not enough. North Star still lead by 1. But, Greer, just a great job. Smacked it right down towards right outside hitter for Midlake's feet, and he did so without getting over the net violation as well. So, oh man, that one,
Kevin Greer
gets a good deflection as Greer gets another point for the North Stars. They're up 2. But as I was going back to say, North Stars, if they win this fourth set, they win the game. If Midlakes wins this set, they fourth a fifth set. And whoever wins that final one takes home the W.
There you go.
Buchek, Fosberg. That had just come down a little bit sooner. Could have found the soft zone.
Oh.
Great wall formation there by the North Stars as Gunnup gets in there. Kevin Gunnup. Another multi-talented athlete there. He's also on the North Stars baseball team. Plays outfield for them, along with his brother Jaden Gunnup, who just graduated, going to Miami University.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, his social media presence when it comes to committing. Wow, Kevin Greer.
Whoa.
Another one. Whew. He's on fire as the North Stars up 3. But I'm not quite sure if he's going for sports. I just know he is currently at Miami University.
Right.
Just not 100% sure if he went for sports. Nice little soft touch from the Screaming Eagles. Copeland gets that down across the net. That one. Good job by Buchek getting underneath that. Greer sends it over the net. Buchek going to set that one up. And that's going to be over in that violation. It's going to be point for
Gunnup was just trying to tap it over, but a little dirty.
A little dirty. So the Screaming Eagles still trail by 3, but they're crawling their way back into it after having the lead earlier in this set.
Coach Lucia is meeting with his players midcourt.
They need one of those. You know, in the NFL, they got those guys who pull the coaches off the sideline.
Yeah.
Coach Lucia was on the court there for a second. I mean, obviously he knew. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Great play. Fosberg sends it over the net, but Gunnup helps keep that one alive. Copeland keeps it going. Greer going to send it over the net.
It's great communication there by the North Stars.
Oh. And that's going to be Eagles point. Didn't see what happened there.
Neither. Double touching maybe?
I don't know. Another fourth down force by the Chargers defense.
Love to see it.
They're up 7-0 here. 3:27 left to go in the first, and they just got the ball back around the 21-yard line. Looking to tack on their points, but they've forced multiple punts by the Chiefs so far.
It's good to see. And that one's going to go to the North Stars as it goes out.
But Patrick Mahomes, 2 for 7, 16 yards. Herbert, 4 for 5, 55 yards, and 1 touchdown. So Herbert outplaying Mahomes by quite a bit.
You love to see
Mahomes also leads the team in carries, too.
Oh.
For anybody who's a Chiefs fan, you don't like to see it, but anybody who is a fan of any of the other 31 teams other than the Chiefs, love to see it. Miscommunication there. Both committed, 10-1, as that's going to be costly. Though I could use at least a touchdown from Kelsey for fantasy-wise.
Kevin Greer is going to set it off for the North Stars. Oh!
Man, that one smacked down. Good response by the Eagles. As one of our own members, who is a member of the junior varsity volleyball team, also a member of the junior varsity lacrosse team, and again, a member of the North Star Network, one of our commentators. Does a little bit of everything, camera if he needs to, as Kevin Greer sends that one out. But he also does some camera work on the side as
Brody Mason Productions.
Brody Mason.
He just started up his Instagram account a couple days ago. I can't wait to see what he's going to put on there.
Yeah, so he catches that one out of bounds.
Brody's got a lot of great mentors,
obviously. Copeland.
Oh.
Great job by 10 keeping it alive. But that one's not going to have enough.
As I was saying, Brody's got some great mentors. Obviously, the one, the only Nick Socials, but also Lucas Burton.
Oh, yeah. You know, speaking of fantasy and ESPN and all that stuff, Joe, how have you been liking the new ESPN app?
It's throwing me off a little bit. I was used to the workflow of the old ESPN Fantasy app.
Okay, I agree with you on that, but I do like the modern update. And now with the ESPN app, it shows me all my fantasy stuff,
right?
Which is pretty cool. It shows even like win probability, current points, all that stuff, which I'm enjoying that with the new regular ESPN app.
I also like on my Dynamic Island on my iPhone. It pops. The Yankees game will pop up and the score. It's great.
This one.
Oh.
It's going to be an overnet violation, I believe. Nope, never mind. I heard the whistle blown before it was heading out of bounds, so it seemed a little premature whistle by the ref on that play. Probably should have waited, but it was a little time there. But I'll give him some slack.
Coming up to a close game now, 11-10. Still, North Star still leading.
Another thing for the Chiefs. They have 2 first downs, and they're 0-3 on third downs. So Chiefs looking rough to start this season off. Chargers get another big first down here as they're nipping on the heels of the red zone. That's going to be a point for the North Stars.
Jack
Copeland. They're up 3. Well, I guess they already added the point, so they're up 2. Zillis is going to come into this game. Fosberg Zillis is going to lead the game, and Fosberg is going to lead the game, and Kevin Huin going to enter this game and serve for the North Stars. Update on the Chargers game. They're in the red zone, and so are the Midlakes, as they're just 1 point away from the North Stars from tying up the North Stars.
We'll call it miscommunication there, but that was kind of a dual effort between Mason Buchek and I believe Kevin Greer.
Tyler Conklin with 50 yards. Oof. Interesting to see that early on, because he played for the Jets, wasn't a big tight end there. Seemed to make an impact so far on the Chargers.
Interesting play by Huin there. I wasn't sure what he was going for, but we're all tied up here, 12-12.
And this game's going to be close.
Yep.
Might come down to the last few points like last one. Now Midlakes takes their first lead since the early few points of this fourth. And that's going to be a timeout by the North Stars as they give up their lead for the first time in quite a few points here. So good timing from Coach Mike Lachua. We'll take a break. We'll see what changes they make. So smart time out there by Coach Lucia as we're about halfway towards the end of this fourth set as Midway takes the lead. Great plays, couple plays by the North Stars, but Empey is going to send that one into the net. Off to the wrong start here after that timeout by the North Stars as they're down 2. Largest lead for Midlakes this set.
Right.
Great opening serve, but Copeland gets underneath it. You in.
Just the tap over.
Just the tap over we needed as Ryan Leahy works his magic.
Been doing that all night, and it just keeps working.
So Copeland going to serve after North Stars score their first point after the timeout. That one's sent over, and it's going to be in as Midlakes. No, okay. I think that was not quite sure what happened there. It didn't look like a over-net violation signal there. Looked like he might have stepped out of bounds, and that might have been, well, no, because you can, sometimes I contradict myself here. Yeah. So we're all tied up regardless. Not quite sure what the call was there, but the North Stars get that point. Not that point, though.
Copeland couldn't quite make it over the net.
Midlake's going to regain the lead. 2 back-to-back holdings for the Chargers. Sorry to confuse folks at home. We're probably like, holding in volleyball? I didn't think that was a thing. No. I should probably specify. So the first quarter is over, but 2 back-to-back offensive holdings. So they're 1st and 30 on the 35. Rear. That one is out, but it's going to be Midlake's point. I think it hit off the fingers of either. I think it was Hewen or Empey. One of them was in there to try to block it, but it hit off the top of their fingers. And that one sent out of bounds. So Midlakes now back up to a 2-score lead. Hewen.
It's the ref.
And hits the ref. And Patrick Mahomes' bubble, 20-yard loss. Automatic Chiefs win. So Midlakes now with a 3-point lead. That one's out. Make it a 2-point lead.
Hopefully the momentum pendulum is going to start swinging towards the North Stars again.
Yeah, it seemed like they were in Midlake's position just in the first set.
Right.
Leahy to serve. Ken gets underneath that one. He's going to hit it over. Great play by Gunup. That one's going to be sent back. He'll win to keep it alive. Greer send that one over. That one, great job by Copeland. Leahy, Hewen sends it over. And we're still going.
It's great communication here.
And that one's out. North Stars point. They're just down by 1. That pendulum.
What a play.
Pendulum swinging in their direction.
Well, I hope so.
Najee Harris gets his first stats as a Charger. Gets a 5-yard reception. 2nd and 25 here for the Chargers now. 2nd and long. Speaking of 2nd and long, that one is long as North Stars are all tied.
Midlakes just keep sending them out there.
3rd and 25 now for the Chargers. Yikes. Hey, I got Cameron Dicker, so I can get some fantasy points if they kick it. There we go. Nice block by Gunup. Gunup's going to find the open court as the North Stars regain their lead.
Once again, in the backcourt, it's Ryan Leahy.
Yep. 7 points away now are the North Stars from sealing this victory. Good movement by
out
the Eagles, but that's not going to matter because that's sent out of bounds, and there's going to be a timeout. So Eagles once had a 4-point lead. Sorry, 5 point. I believe it was 5 points at one point.
Right.
But they had a commanding lead, and the North Stars have regained traction, swing the pendulum in their direction, and now lead by 2. So Eagles forced to take a timeout. We'll see what changes and adjustments they can make. Ryan Leahy to open this serve after the timeout.
Oh.
Good attempt by Gunup. But that one, awkward deflection out of bounds.
Ryan Leahy's coming off.
Oh, yeah.
Northstar still lead by 1. Oh, Greer with the tried to hit a stinger, couldn't make it over the net. Shoots it back over.
This rally's still going.
Ewan?
Oh, man.
Oh, Greer.
Oh, no.
Doesn't get a call.
Oh, yeah. You know what? He kind of had some sticky hands there. But that one's going to fly through the gap between Copeland and Buchek.
That was perfect. Like, that
As
was
we're all
like right
tied
on the line.
Yeah, so it looked like Kevin Greer kind of pushed it.
Right.
And then tapped it over. So that's why we didn't see the double call there. North Stars now within 5. Or not within 5 of...
Within 6 of victory.
Within 5 of victory.
5 of victory. Yeah.
Midlakes within
Sorry.
6. No, you're good.
It's getting late. I'm about to count.
Now, how was your first couple days here at the high school, Joe?
I'm good. I'm starting to get the hang of the place. My biggest trouble is figuring out which staircase to go to the 3rd floor.
Right.
But I'm getting it. As tied up here 2020.
As don't like that number, do we?
Okay.
So
let's get 2025 or rather a 2520.
Right. Doc, we're going to the future. As Greer sends that one over. Oh, Copeland's going to get in there.
Greer.
Oh, man.
Blocked.
Oh. As now we got ourselves a game. Midlakes going to take the lead.
Looks like this one's just come down to the wire.
Oh, yeah. Greer with the pancake. Gunup going to send it across. Copeland gets underneath it once more. Greer! That's what we're talking about, and we're all tied 21-21.
Greer's just been such a great force tonight from North Stars, really. He serves this.
Oh, that's a let! Oh! Greer with the ace! And the North Stars have regained their lead.
What a serve.
What a serve by Greer as that one trickles over the net. And an ace. Not an ace that time, but that's out of here. How about another one? As the North Stars just 2 away from victory.
Pendulum can't swing now. It's got to hold it right where it is, Joey.
Yep. North Stars need to keep this momentum. Greer sends that one thin and low. Copeland sends that one over. Thought he was going to find the gap. Could not. Oh, man. Midlakes now within 1 once again. Oh, man, what a great job by Fosberg to keep it alive. Oh, here comes the deadly spike. That one
right in the back.
through the hands of Zillis, and we're all tied. All right, so the North Stars need to score these next 2 points or the win by 2, rule will come into effect. So timeout taken by the North Stars. We'll see what changes Mike Lucia can make after the North Stars have allowed this thing to tie up. Welcome you back here to the North Star Network, streaming live on YouTube. North Stars and the Midlake Screaming Eagles all tied at 23. North Stars need to score 2 back-to-back points in order to win this at 25. Otherwise, they're going to be forcing the win by 2 rule to go into effect. North Stars keep that one alive. Oh, wow. Great pancake there by Buchek. Greer going to get underneath it. We see him back.
Bang!
In the back.
Jack Copeland.
Jack Copeland. And the North Stars are 1 away. 24-23, as this is a must-win point for the North Stars.
That's match point.
Otherwise, we go to 26. Match point.
Kevin Gunn up in the backcourt.
He's had some struggles with the serve.
Let's see.
Thought the commentator jinx was going to take an effect there. I almost jinxed us there. And that one's out! It's out! North Stars win it! 25-23, your final score in the 4th set. 3-1, North Stars win it. Wow, what a game, Joe.
Oh, that was incredible, Joey.
Incredible. Oh, man. Nate was going to come and commentate us with the 5th set if it did come to that. I apologize to Nate for not getting to commentate there, but we'll probably have him on Monday as a 3rd commentator to get him some practice in and get him used to our format here on the North Star Network. So you'll probably hear his voice on Monday for the field hockey game. I forgot exactly what time that is at, but just go on our Instagram page, the North Star Network, the North Star Network. Don't forget the in the beginning. And you can check that out, and we'll have a story on for the exact start time of that game, or you can just look it up on Schedule Galaxy. Nonetheless, the North Stars take this victory, and what an incredible finish for Jack Copeland. I mean, having that kill to win the game, I mean, it's not, having the kill to get them close to winning the game, then that one goes out of bounds, and the North Stars win it. Got my plays mixed up, but Joe, what an incredible game. A lot of back and forth.
It just came right down to the wire.
It really did. I mean, man, Midlakes was close to tying things up, forcing a 5th set, but the North Stars come out on top. What a way to start off their season, beating them first time since 2023, and also, beating that kind of curse that they kind of attached to Midlakes from last year after that 9-game skid. So North Stars start the season off 1-0. What a great home opener for them. As always, a huge shout-out to our crew. We have, of course, our producer, Alex Schneible, our camera operator, Nathan Gillespie, of course, sorry if I mispronounced it, I'll get it, don't you worry. And, of course, my color commentator, Joe Canella. I'm Joey Cox saying so long from CNS.